Everyone, welcome to a new video of my multiplayer server. In this video I will show you everything that was built in round 10. Round 10 was a bit of a special round, as unlike normal rounds we had 4 teams of 5 players who each had to build on a plot that was a bit larger than the plots usually are. The theme was spring, but of course the theme was very loosely defined to give the players more freedom to build what they wanted. I will just quickly go over what every team built and show you the results. So here in the bottom corner, this plot was made by Tom and his team. Tom built in his usual style, inspired by flux strands, I think, with tons of buildings with flowers inside. I think that also caused him to be a 4th place, because it's more of his usual style. But either way, the plot looks really good in my opinion. But of course someone has to get 4th place. Let's see if we can follow this coaster while it goes along the track. So launch coaster, first has one launch, then another launch, and it goes through this big inversion here, over a hill, then this big cobra roll. Then here it does a helix. Here's another helix. And we do a 0G roll. 180-degree turn through another building, and here is another cobra roll, and then we go back to the brake run. Something I like here is these Ferris wheels that they used for track texture. I'm not sure if they were supposed to be moving or not, but they're standing still now. There's some more gentle rides and some thrill rides dispersed throughout the plot. Little maze here. I think overall this plot looks really good. But yeah, the influence that Tom had is very visible. I think if he would have stepped away from his usual style, he would probably have scored better. But still, amazing plot. Okay, then we go to the next plot. This plot was captained by Simfox. Something you immediately see in this plot is this big tree in the middle. I'm not sure what these red bushes are supposed to be, but you can see these 3 roots made of coaster track, which look really nice in my opinion. So there's this roto drop in the middle of the tree. I think that's a cool touch. There's this cool roller coaster here in the corner. It's a launched Giga Coaster, which basically looks like a big nut, but it's still pleasant to look at as it travels around the plot. Okay, here's a cool little entrance plaza with the name of the team on it, Fox Nation, and the name of the team also written in the foliage in the middle. Really cool. Here's a little village, and also you can see a Virginia reel going through it. Here we have a ghost train, which is mostly outside, with I guess these are big flowers. Here in the corner we have this really cool windmill. Sadly, I don't think there's a ride inside. That would have made it even nicer, I think. Okay, what else do we have? Oh yeah, I really love the station building of this coaster. Looks really nice. And here in the corner we have another cool building. This was probably made by Simfox, because I recognize his style of building. Looks really cool, and has some food and drink shops inside. Anyway, this round got this plot got 3rd place in this round. Not bad. Okay, then we go to the next plot. This one already looks a lot more impressive, I think. So plot got 2nd place in this round, although they were really close to 1st place. There's this really nice coaster in the clouds. Cloud breakers, what it's called. What I think is really cool is how they used these cotton candy stalls to simulate clouds. Oh, here you can see the coaster going around the plot. There's tons of inversions, and it really makes its way all over the plot, going under and over the clouds and inside and outside the mountains and the waterfalls. It's really cool stuff. Also like how they made this dense forest under these floating islands and under the clouds. Here in the corner you also have this little mine themed area. You can see the mine trains traveling around these mine train tracks here. And you can see this little elevator they made using a launched freefall in different mode with the Ferris wheel next to it. This is probably the part of the plot that I like most. I love these little details. And of course there's this floating castle here. It also looks really good. Alright, then we go to the final plot, the winning plot. This plot was captained by me. I have to applaud Supra the Hedgehog, because he did most of the work on this plot. He made this really cool buildings right here. I made a little building next to it. And together, mostly we built this impressive roller coaster. Supra made this giant temple, which looks awesome, I think. And dragon head next to it. And I mostly worked on this little village here. Where to start? Let's just follow this coaster now for a bit. You can see the train going up here. The coaster is called Ryujin. I think that's a Japanese name for dragon. First goes down this steep hill, goes through a loop and a cobra roll. I think I accidentally disabled support. And does a helix here right over the guests. It's a 0G roll. And then it enters the building that Supra made. We quickly rotate the view. You can see it going outside here through the loop. So for the building out, goes through the building again. Some more inversions here. And it ends with a long helix. I really love this coaster we put down here together. Also something I really like in this plot is this big cherry blossom tree in the middle. I used some track pieces to make the trunk of the tree and the roots. And we used these colorable tree leaves to make the top of the tree. Here you can see the temple that Supra made. We made a suspended, mini suspended coaster that starts in the top of the temple and then travels throughout this village. Actually goes through one of the buildings. Imagine living there. Then it travels here over the waterfalls next to this little red bridge. And then it goes over the inverted coaster and it goes into the dragon mouth. then after that with a vertical lift it goes back to the station. Finally, let's quickly go over this little village. Every player built at least one of the buildings here, and I later filled the rest of the plot with these buildings here. We added lots of details to these buildings, like these little red lamps, lots of plants, and just overall I think this looks really good. We ended up winning this round, and I'm really proud of what we put down here together. Oh yeah, there's one ride I forgot to show. We also built this little mini golf course here. I was inspired by the mini golf course that SDM built in the Asian round. I think it was round 4 for multiplayer. But yeah, Hank used this little cool trick to make these mini golf holes double colored. So basically he built another mini golf course and he just copied and pasted track beads in different color and just pasted them over these ones. I think the result is pretty cool. Alright, that was everything for this round. I hope you enjoyed watching what everyone built. If you want to join one of my rounds, you can join my Discord. The link is in the description. And I hope to see you again in the next video. See you later.